Last week we cut some really rusty metal out of the deck.
Just nuts.
Tried out some new tools, and rebuilt our deck to be strong and whole again. I'm Taryn, this is Logan, and this is Max. Our life rarely goes as planned, and this story is no different. But we are determined to rebuild our beautiful steel boat, even stronger than she was before. And we're bringing you along with us.
Alright, so today is templating and grinding day. So Logan is going to template the bulwarks on the outside while I grind the welds down, and then he's going to take those little C-channel bits that we used on the other side and tack them on. And then we will be ready to cut off the second set of bulwarks, which is super exciting, before welding on the new ones.
For anyone who is unfamiliar with steel, our welds needed to be ground down to deck level in order for us to have a deck that was flush, easy to walk on, and less prone to rust. We also needed the welds to be taken down so we could properly tack on the C-channel templates. While I was doing this, Logan created templates on either side of the bulwarks so we could make sure that we had the angles right when putting on our new bulwark pieces. For more info on what we did for these, you can check out our video about replacing the port side bulwarks linked above. Logan did things a bit differently than I had on the port side, but the result was the same. The outside templates were made using door skin, and the inside were done using these C-channel pieces. Then it was time to actually cut off the bulwarks.
So we just got the plasma cutter up on deck, and that was a bit of a process. Honestly, a lot of the hardest parts of this project have just been figuring out how we're going to get tools places and then getting them there. So we had to use the crane again to lift the plasma up, but then we couldn't get it far enough down the deck so that the striker would actually reach all the way to the end of the deck, so then we had to move more stuff and maneuver it around. So it's always a bit of a guessing game as to where things are going to go and how they're going to work, but seems like we've got it. So now I've got to attach a fire blanket to a hockey stick, and then we're ready to cut.
The hockey stick fire blanket was just to make sure our sparks didn't light the rest of the shop on fire. And we only had one fire, so I guess it worked.
You knocked me down, swept my feet off the ground, left me on the floor. Hard to resist, got me looking like this, like 'cause I must be strong. This might go on for is that wrong? She's always there for I keep living alone.
Then it was time to prep the new bulwark pieces. And while I did that, Logan worked on getting the bulwark edges to a nice even plane so we could fit the new bulwarks on properly. Then on went the first of the 3 new pieces.
To be standing on your own, hard to be standing on your left on the floor, looking up, wanting more. This is so unreal.
overly tight.
I'm just trying to get it on.
You're gonna have to lift up too.
I know.
Yeah.
Ah.
Sometimes the C-channel bits actually got in the way due to changes in thickness caused by rust on the old bulwarks, but in general they were helpful.
So today I get to work in the basket for the first time. Logan's just bringing it around, and then I'm gonna grind off the last bit of lip so that we can tack the rest of the bulwarks on. While I'm doing that, Logan is trying to build a jig so that we can bend the stainless to go through our fair leads.
There will be more on the fair lead process in a couple of weeks, but we did make some pretty awesome fair leads. Once the bulwarks were tacked on, they got a solid weld on both sides. The weld was done in 2 to 3 inch chunks spaced apart to minimize heat and warpage going into the hull. And then just like that, the new bulwarks were on. Thanks so much for watching.
Are you sleeping?